What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast. My name is @GamingDad25. As always, these are my co-hosts, Josh 2K. Say something to everybody, bro.
What's good, everybody? What's good?
And Live. Say something to everybody, bro.
What's good, everybody? If we look tired, that's because we was at the strip club all night. It ain't early in the morning or nothing. We was just out all night. You feel me?
All right, bet. I just ISO. Say something to everybody, bro.
Yo, how y'all doing, man?
And today, we got our boy AllThatJaz making his last MyTEAM Podcast appearance of the year. It is not on our team. He's blessing us with his presence. Say something to everybody, Jazz.
Well, it's good. I thought my podcast runs were over, but wrote me back in. Yeah, it's good. Happy to be here. What's good, everyone?
Today we're gonna talk about what they talked about in the roadmap. We got a couple of questions, some future of 2K type questions. But first, I think it's only fitting that we start with this. What do you call it? The belt to ass tour, Jazz? Something like that.
The Josh humiliation tour.
The Josh humiliation tour.
Yeah, let's do that.
We should have had Josh here for that.
Can we talk about the fact that the only reason Gaming Dad has invited me on this podcast is to make sure he gets his gifted? Can we talk about that?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That's weird.
He beat Josh immediately. Hey, man, you want to come on the podcast?
I mean,
I didn't even think about that.
I don't stream no more, so I have to get it somehow.
Didn't even deny it.
But
Respect.
all right, so I didn't watch all the games. So first up was Ludes. Josh beat Ludes, right? How was that?
Yeah.
Was it close?
Luge got rattled like 10 seconds in, and it was GG's basically.
Damn.
Yeah, he was not having a good time. Yeah, it wasn't close. Luge played okay, but wasn't close.
Because
Josh was very smug.
Ludes doesn't really play online, right?
Yeah, I don't think he even plays the game that much in general. So yeah, it was always going to be an uphill battle. But
You just going on the hopes and prayers of Goat with me.
yeah, yes, that was it.
All right, then we had Tim, right?
Yeah, Tim got hoed.
What happened there?
Tim got hoed. I've just never seen Algo like it. Tim got absolute. Have you ever heard Tim raging? Anyone here ever heard T Small raging?
But you know, I watched the first game, and I saw a side of Tim where, like, I'm not saying that Algo was on his side per se, but I wouldn't say like in the first game he was getting that hold maybe till the end. But I saw
but it was a close game going into the fourth.
Yeah,
and
but
Josh
Tim
got
was
8
like
rips in 8
raging
positions.
like the whole game. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, he was.
I was like, am I in the wrong stream here? Like, what's going on?
That's Josh though. Josh does that to people. Like
me.
he got Ludes rattled as well immediately. I told Josh the secret to playing 2K competitively like a month ago, which is as soon as you get rattled, you've lost the game. And now his whole mission is to get people rattled immediately, and then he wins the game. And still fails to be unrattled himself, even though he knows the problems.
I don't know if you heard what I told him at the beginning of our game. Let me censor myself because we're still pretty early in the podcast. I said, hey, man, you ain't about to rattle me. I grew up with brothers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we do is talk shit when we play in the game. So I told him, save your energy, bro, because you're not going to rattle me. And we was cool the whole time.
That's why you won. That's why you won.
If you ain't never played the game of Madden with an angry, aggressive person yelling right next to your face, then you know that's peak gaming.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah. Tim got hoed. Definitely got hoed. All I remember there was a close game, and in the fourth, Josh got like 8 rips in 8 possessions, no fouls. And then Tim lost his mind. Like genuinely, never heard him like that. But yeah, he was fuming.
And then did the tie game happen?
No.
I was gonna say I
Ty
saw
was
somebody
away.
dropped out because there was only 3-3.
Yeah, Ty was away. We still need to make that game happen because I need it to be a negative record, and it's 3-3 right now.
DBG could come back.
Well, this is the thing. Everyone's saying he's 3-3, including him. He's actually 5-3 because he did lose to DBG and Splash in the previous week. I mean, just because it's not technically part of the tour doesn't mean it didn't happen.
And then JC covered the spread too, or he just beat him?
JC?
Yeah.
JC was a absolute abject humiliation. It was.
Yeah,
Josh
JC
quit
flooded
in the third
him.
quarter.
Bro, he was up by 40 in the third, and Josh quit.
It's funny because people were saying like JC was like too confident with a 30-point spread. So I'm happy to hear.
I mean,
he's up
someone
40 in
on
the
this call
third.
was too confident with the spread. I'm just saying.
Talk to him.
It wasn't JC.
And what day was your game, man?
Saturday. Saturday.
So you were next in line anyway. So what happened, bro?
Nah, listen, bro. You know me. I'm gonna sell the fight. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody knows I'm not the best at 2K. But what I'm gonna do
yourself
is
into a spread. You don't even need to
that
do
was
it.
crazy.
He was just gonna
crazy.
He was just gonna give you flat out like even odds.
Yeah.
You're like, I need a 20 point spread.
That was crazy. But
And they were talking to me like, why didn't you talk him out of that? I was like,
He a grown man. Like what the fuck? Like
he got
type
it.
shit.
They said I was a bad friend to you. I was like, man, he got it.
Nah,
If
he was
believes it, I
he was a
believe it.
bad friend to me. He put unnecessary pressure on me. Now I'm next. I'm supposed to be playing on Sunday, and I hear Josh in my ear, "Hey man, we can't be having the pod looking bad. We got to win the series." Ant-Man lost, but we got to win the series. And then I'm sitting here like, damn. Now I got.
Yeah, I didn't do all that. See, Josh put out a tweet afterwards, right? Killer Josh, and he was like, "I'm a very gaming dad right next to Ant." And I was, and Josh too. And I was like, "Nah, buddy, I got a spot right next to you. Like, come on, we in this graveyard together." You know what I'm saying? But as far as my game, yeah, low key, that first game, I think I could have won. I really wasn't locked though. I was reading chat way too much. Second game was closer. Fourth quarter, he just pulled away. He got some good stops, but it was good runs. I'm gonna need my rematch because, like, I really, if I'm locked in, I got him.
I can tell you why you lost that game. I know why you lost that game. If that was online versus, I reckon you would have won.
Okay.
He said
I
you're
was
not-
right on
you're
the
not
Hall
built
of
for-
Fame.
You're not built for that Hall of Fame lifestyle. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, if you haven't played on Hoff a lot, like if you try and play on Hoff like you play on OV, it's a long day. Because you were putting up shots that you would definitely make on OV.
Yeah, what's crazy is like when I wagered MG, of course we played on Hall of Fame, and bro, I was knocking shots down crazy. I shot like 76% for the game. I was confident going into that Killer Josh game because after that MG wager, I was like, all right, I'm locked. Like I got this Hall of Fame shit down, but clearly not.
Yeah, he plays a lot on Hoff. That's the difference.
Yeah.
All right, so I was supposed to be next, but due to some circumstances, we had to move my game. So Josh was next in line.
Man, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. In the first quarter, I was rattled. I had 3 players in my starting lineup who I'd never used online. So, not the best going to Hall of Fame, using the card for the first time, not knowing their jump shot. And one of them being Big Z, which is like one of the fastest jump shots a Big can have in the game. And I made the mistake of saying, you know what, I'm going to be in a Discord call with him while playing. And I was rattled by my own gameplay, but then I have him breathing in my ear, screaming every time I do something. I'm like, yeah, no, I got to deafen real quick because I got to re-lock in. Okay? I won the next 3 quarters, but he beat me so bad in the first quarter, it didn't matter. I ended up still losing. After that, it was only up. It was only up from there.
You are gassing it. You are gassing it so bad. The second game, bro just basically said I lost a quarter and then dog walked him. Like that's.
I didn't say dog walk. I didn't say dog walk.
You didn't mention the fact that you won the second game on a buzzer beater, or it would have been 2-0.
I didn't have to.
With the player whose first time on the floor was that shot.
Yeah,
bro, that's crazy.
Larry Legend does this, okay?
That was peak entertainment. It's funny because I had both streams open.
I didn't watch the other series. I watched like the first game of Tim's game, but that series was really entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
I think the whole thing was entertaining. I watched a lot of them, and I was like, man, this is hilarious. We need to. Why is there not more of this?
Yeah.
Jazz just has a way of just organizing things that are just great for the community. He really doesn't even try, to be honest.
I mean, I just tried to make Josh's life miserable, and whatever comes of it, you know? It's just a coincidence. But no, you're right.
Man.
I mean, we know the reason people don't do this stuff. We know.
People are embarrassed to lose. It's like, who cares?
No,
Yeah.
I'll say this: the reason people don't do stuff like this is because of the way my series went with Josh. I will say this: I am probably skill-wise the worst 2K player in this call. I will own that, but I might be the best at this year's game because I'm telling you, the fact that I played Josh on Hall of Fame the other day too. Both Joshes have more skill in 2K than I do. The way they move on defense, the way they move on offense. This game is so bum friendly that I beat Killer Josh. And really, if I didn't get completely hoed in the third game against Josh, I probably would have beat him in the series too. And I'm not fucking good at this game.
I don't know about all that.
Yo, just to let you know though, Gamer Dad, I did get your get back immediately after.
I heard.
Just so you know. I got you, bro. I wasn't letting you go like that.
Next time, I will not be smoking before I play him.
No,
Very
really
late,
think-
So
we
funny.
contest over a 7-3 center. That's all I'm gonna say. Very late, we contest over a 7-3 center, and it went in to tie the game. Less than a minute left in the fourth quarter. But that's neither here nor there.
I do think we do need to just organize some more good, best of 3 Hall of Fame series, man. This is the most fun I've had doing 2K, like between playing with Josh the other day and playing Killer Josh, that I've had in a while, honestly. I'm not gonna play
I feel
for
like
no
a lot
money.
of people need
but
monetary incentive. They're like,
Facts.
my time is too valuable for this. It's like, dude, you're playing a video game. What do you mean? I feel like
Yeah.
there's no
was
money
talking-
involved. People are weird about it.
I was talking to DBG about it yesterday. We were playing some Park. We were just chatting about like the day the kind of community died, right? And it was band day, wasn't it? In
Yeah.
23.
yeah, 100%.
But the week before that was a charity tournament. The literal week before the bans happened, the charity tournament happened, and that was the last time we saw it. Like the last time we saw people playing just for the fun of playing. You know what I mean? Splash against Nike, running theme teams. People from all over the world getting together, just playing for no money on the line, no ego on the line. Just for banter, just for fun. Since then, it's just become, let me flex my squad, but not ever use it. That's it.
and people don't want to
That's the
play
culture
for
now.
free. They want to play for their little 900 MT they get at the end of the game.
They don't even want to play, bro. They don't even play. They don't even play. They just upload their pools to Twitter, and that's it. That's them playing the game.
But I think that's about as smooth of a transition as you can make. Is that going to change next year?
Nope.
With the King of the Court update?
No.
No, I'm not saying people are going to be playing for fun, but I think it's going to get more people playing the game that might have not played the game in a couple of years.
So some people will lock in. So I was playing Park last night with JC, right? JC is a demon on this game, by the way. We won like 15 games in like an hour. It was kind of nuts, but either way, we were talking about it, and he obviously got to 250 semi-finals in 22, right? But he hasn't played competitively since. So he's like locking in now. In his own words, he knows he'll win at least one. So you'll see people that probably play the game labbing a bit harder. You'll see some people come over from Park because there's no reason to play that if there's 10 grand on the line every week in my team. But really, the only thing that the prize money is going to do is there's how many people we're saying can realistically win a week? 10?
So it
Not even, I don't
depends.
think.
So as of like right now, right? You got Ty Splash, E-Bands. Like you said, JC thinks he could take one. I believe him. I'll take his word for it.
Nike will look in again.
Nike.
I think Nike, yeah.
And then, but my question is, my 2K knowledge isn't that deep. I'm DBG documentary main, and I've listened to all the DBG documentaries, and I've heard names that since I've been in the community since 2K23, I've heard names that I never knew. So
Like
my
Jin, for
question is,
example.
do those people come back? And then the
Probably,
next
yeah.
question is, like you said, with my career, unless they really prepare something crazy for my career, what's the point of playing my career next year? We might get rec, so you can get a more affordable player to use in a rec setting. My team, for one player, if you don't need like the best player, you can get an affordable center or an affordable point guard, or if you're locking it on one position, we have Park, and we're gonna have the most rewarding game mode financially. So some of those players from my career, and in my opinion, for the most part, my career players are where you see like a lot more of the skill. Like, look, Splash came from my career. He was in the NBA 2K league and all that. So how many of those players are gonna come over and immediately be able to compete?
Not many.
No?
Nah. It's a big learning curve. Listen, you got to remember, we've seen, it's been 6 years now, right? Where we've seen 6 different versions of this game across multiple generations of consoles, right? And Splash and Tie have been the best every year. It's not going to change. Let me ask the same question to you, but in a different way. Outside of the 10 people that are going to have a really good chance of winning, at least one, what's the difference between playing my team and my career next year?
Well, like I said, like if they add a rec and maybe even the pro round, we got all the game modes they have, except it'll be more affordable. When I say more affordable, don't twist this up and post me on Twitter saying, Gaming Dad is saying 2K's free to play.
Someone clip that.
But like if you're a rec player, throughout the entire year, you could, if you like really just lock into just doing rec, you could afford a top 10 or top 5 center throughout the year. If you just lock in on just doing center, instead of playing like, paying VC for 3 or 4 different builds till you find the one you like.
Right. So what I was going to say is the only difference this is going to make is, bear in mind, Ty won how many of them no money spent this year, right? So he's not even spending money to win King of the Court of the weekends. All it's going to do is, outside of the 10 people that have a realistic chance of winning it, another 10,000 people are going to spend an extra $1,000 a week thinking they got a chance. It's the ultimate money play. And also, it's kind of mind-blowing how people have misinterpreted this whole thing. I saw so many tweets when they announced it. Oh, it's so good 2K are reinvesting their money and giving back to the community. It's sponsored, bro.
Yeah.
What are we saying?
Shout out AT&T.
Yeah, they're giving away like $1 million over the year. The sponsorship's probably worth $5 million. They're still making profit on it. Like, yeah. It's just another money play to me. That's it. That's how I see it. I don't know. I might be wrong.
And I will say, like, I'm confident Ty is gonna take quite a few of them, but he's gonna have to lock in a lot more. Like this no money spent. Okay, let me say this. I do think he'll still be no money spent next year, because I think he's standing on that. Like, I think that's, he's done spending money on this game. But
has he said that?
He said it at the end of last year.
Nah, he'll spend
money on the line now, though.
Yeah, he'll spend money next year.
If there's real money, I think all the top guys are gonna actually spend.
I think he could still win quite a few no money spent. He's got to work a little bit harder. I feel like this year was like a cake.
He could
like
win $500,000 if he spends money. That is his ethos. He says it. He's quite open about it. Like, if there's something worth spending money on, he'll spend money. If there's not, there isn't. So this year he had no incentive.
So I'm not trying to persuade Ty Debo not to spend money. That's not what I'm doing here. But you said he could win $500,000, right? So first of all, they didn't say if it's both consoles. I'm pretty sure I'm assuming there's gonna be something at the end of the week. They like the consoles have to play each other or something. So they didn't say 10,000 per console.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So in order to get like a top tier team, we've seen how much it costs. And I think they're gonna come out on that type of energy at the beginning of the year next year.
Yeah.
Because they see, shout out to my boy CB. So, like, this isn't shade at him, but they see people rallying behind him, and they're like, "Oh, people are embracing this money spending culture. Cool, we're gonna come out firing." Event at the beginning of the festival, day one. And so, you could be able to get a good team spending $100 a week, sure, but you're not gonna be able to get a top tier team like you were in 2K23.
I reckon the only change they're going to make to the events next year is to not allow people to do what Carlo's doing now. I think that's the only change they're going to make.
Carlo they're gonna come out and be like, okay, we saw it, guys. There's unhealthy levels of grinding going on here. People in movie theaters grinding events. So we're gonna make these events less grindable. There's gonna be pieces that you can actually only pull in packs.
Yeah, they'll basically drop the same events, but it will be physically impossible to grind for the cards. That's the only different thing.
Carlos like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
I wonder, in comparison, we saw most early in the year get that. What was it? Pink Diamond Shay?
SGA, yeah.
Nope. Or yeah. I wonder, in comparison, how difficult it was to get that card versus one of these 60-piece goats. Like, I haven't done the math on it, but I'm like, which one's a more insane grind?
I'm fairly certain these new ones are, because the other ones, if I'm not mistaken, every game you got the gold piece still, and then they were in every pack still. And SGA wasn't 60 pieces, but also there was no like agendas either.
Yeah, like the pieces are more accessible now, but they're also a lot more pieces to get a player now. I think back then probably easier, because if I'm not mistaken, SGA was maybe 20 pieces.
Yeah, I want to say 20. Yeah, 20 pink diamonds.
Yeah.
Can I put this in perspective?
At that time, it was a lot.
Let me put this in perspective. Do you guys remember the TT offline ladder to 250 wins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Carlo's done that every day for the last that entire
People
ladder.
tell me the game ends in a
1800
month and that it
wins.
doesn't mean anything anymore.
Well, that's also true. That's not true.
But in the same sentence, to tell me I'm lazy because Carlo can do it, why can't I?
So y'all know me. I'm not tapped in to the community at all. Like I don't get on Twitter and read tweets and what people are doing. How is he doing it? Is he playing
He's
Park?
just
Is
playing
Triple threat offline all day.
triple threat offline all day,
Just
including
offline?
in the movies.
Bruh, 20 hours a day. It's the most
went
insane thing I've
went to
ever
go
seen.
see Fantastic Four and played triple threat offline on his phone.
can you get goat pieces like for doing it, or is it just like the small pieces?
It's just
Just a small piece.
it's like the 20 something
game.
pieces per hour. You can bang out 20 triple threat games an hour.
Yeah,
I mean, surely Park is the fastest way to do this, even if you wanted to do it, right? Because it's 2 pieces per win.
Yeah, but you're never gonna lose on triple threat offline. I can't
Yeah, and
imagine
then
you just go
in
undefeated.
in a Park game, I'd say averages between a blowout could be like 5 or 6 minutes. A sweat fest could be 10 minutes. Triple threat is 3 minutes in and out every game.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's my server. I haven't lost a game of ones in a month. It is 90% of the games. 90% of the games you play are against people still using free agent cards and shit. Like,
Yeah,
you know, the free card. I reckon at most 1 in 5 games you have to lock it. At most.
yeah.
In Park, if you've got any sort of level of ability. It's basically noobs. That's where they go.
Yep.
They load up on
Time I load
Showdown.
up,
They're
it's like
immediately.
7-3+ guys. But I
I mean,
only
you
I mean,
don't
the
have
squads,
to make a
the squads
build.
can be good.
You don't have to make a build. All you got to do is get on the game, put in a locker code, and go play.
That
Yeah.
is true, though. It's a lot less work now.
So, do you
That's
guys
all you gotta
think, like, my career is never gonna die, but surely, unless they come up with something crazy this year, a lot of people are gonna come over, right?
I
Yeah.
think so. I also think too, right? Before we get off the King of the Court kind of conversation, I think that we're gonna see a lot more cheaters next year.
Oh yeah.
It's 10,000 on the line, bro. Like I said this in my stream yesterday. I know people doing way worse stuff for 10,000. What they gonna do? Ban them? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to jail.
I know people
We're gonna
committing
see
credit
so
card
many
fraud for
cheaters.
$300 every week.
Yeah.
What you talking
That's what
about?
I'm saying, bro. Like, it's gonna be hard. The gameplay experience is gonna be so bad next year, bro. When it comes to fives and King of the Court, and I still think Ty, Splash, all of them are gonna have their runs, but it's gonna be hell for just your casual people. I mean, not that we got a chance to win anyway, but it's gonna be way more Zenners, just way more just BS
And
going
all
on.
it takes is one Zenner that's actually good at the game. Because if you ever play someone that
Yeah.
uses a Zen, they act
Yeah,
like they don't have
totally.
thumbs. Like, they don't play like any defense. They just rely on the fact that they're gonna hit every shot. But all it takes is like somebody that like is competent at the game. to
Yeah,
pull up
blitzing
with
you
the
off
Zen,
screens and switching
Yeah.
and doing
and you're
cooked.
cooked.
I think people don't realize as well how easy it is to boost on this game if you wanted to.
It's pretty easy. It's kind of sad.
A lot of people haven't figured it out, but it's so mind-numbingly easy. If you wanted to, you could. And you could have King of the Court as well.
Somebody earlier this year, he invited me to a party after we played. It was a competitive game. He was hitting shots that I've never seen before. And he invited me to a party after the game. He explained to me that he was cheating. And he told me how. He wasn't using a Zen, like an auto green, but he had something to where all he had to do, he got the rhythm shooting boost without having to rhythm shoot. He could just use X and he got the rhythm shooting boost. So like he didn't have to time his tempo up. All he had to do was time his jump shot.
And you don't care to share that?
That massive green window. Wow.
You're gonna hold on to that information?
He's gatekeeping that.
No, he's not sharing.
I respect it.
I was in a park the other day and people were boosting. Like I got there, there's a guy who's in their dark matter rep on the solos court on like a 40-something game win streak, and the guy would just throw up a full court heave on one side and then go down. I'm like, dude, you got to be a good friend to sit there through a 50-game win streak just to help your buddy. I don't have any friends like that, and I'm not that kind of friend either.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done it, but it's only because the park I'm in is like emptied out, and I might be in there with a couple of other guys, and we just like, let's just go get our wins because there's 3 empty ones courts. Why not? Yeah. But yeah, like that was like 3 months ago, but I reckon most people still do that. I actually enjoy the Sunday sweat now. It's like the only thing I enjoy about the game. So.
Jazz, remind me after the. I'm not gonna expose anybody. I got a story to tell you after the pod.
Okay. Okay.
It's a pretty funny one. But
all right.
I'm gonna be in King of the Court, like the old school days. Like, hey man, what shape is that state, Louisiana? Boop. And then all right.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. I don't think y'all are gonna get as many my career players as you think you are.
I think the big difference is my career. You could choose your 6. That's really the only perk.
It's that, and it's just a part of like it's a culture. It's got its own culture. It's my career. People get on there just to hoop for fun, like play with their friends and hoop. And I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy my career more than my team. Like it's just a better experience all around. I just play my team because it's more accessible it was more accessible for me at the time when I got back into it. But I think we'll definitely get some people, but my career is always going to be my career. That's just where people thrive, dude. Plus a lot of people don't play this game in my career, especially competitively. They're ass. They're just over there for like the limited time events, the weekly rotating things in theater, the old parks like the 2K15 parks. So I don't think we're going to, if they keep doing that type of stuff, I don't think we're going to get many people.
I have a question for you guys, and it kind of involves my career. Would you say that my team at this point is the breadwinner for 2K?
It's always been the breadwinner.
I think it's been, yeah.
I don't think there's any doubt.
2K put out their video of all the logos. Why is 95% of their logos come from the park side when 2K is what makes, or what?
That's a great question.
Because they don't rock with the MyTEAM community.
So
we are what gives them 95% of their revenue at this point.
But we also shit on the game the most.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Look, if they're making money from us, and they don't have to do anything else to get money out of us, like we're already just making the money, why switch it up?
Well, if you look at the big park creators, like Badge Plug, for example, right, who's just hit a mil on YouTube, blacklisted, right, by his own words, just blacklisted.
Yeah.
But then you look at the majority of sort of park players, and they're relatively balanced. They don't shit on the game, and more importantly, the company. If you go to 2K, to my team, and look at the bigger creators, outside of maybe Henry and Killzamoy, they all shit on the game pretty much 24/7. So, and those two are going to community day and have logos. So who are your options? You know, that's the question.
I feel like it's 2 things. The people that made it out of like 2K, the big huge names are all park players. I forget who I had this conversation with. Somebody was just saying Henry needs to leave.
It was me.
I didn't want to see. I thought it was you, but I didn't want to be like, yeah, I was having this conversation with Jazz, and you were like, no, that wasn't me, dog.
No, we had that conversation on the podcast where we were like, yeah, he needs to. Yeah, he knows as well though. That's what I said. I remember I was like, me and him had spoken in like the last week when we had that conversation, and he knows he needs to move on to other things, but he's cashing in. Just make the most of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from the outside looking in, all the auras over there in Park, like the people like that made it big in streaming in general. Then there's just a presence of playing Park, like ISO said. Like we were talking the other day about making videos in Triple Threat Park. Nobody gets on the mic. You can't find nobody to talk to.
Because this is low key. My team is just like it's the community is just not it. Like I said, I genuinely have not enjoyed myself on my team this year. I'm going back. Okay, 26. I'm starting off Park my career.
And then it's just like, not to like, don't say like wrongfully. All we do is sit here and shit on the game, which like I said, they do a lot wrong. But like half the people can't find a way to enjoy the game the way they want to enjoy the game. Like you can not like the game, but also not constantly shit on the game.
Yeah, but the two different modes have shifted in models and culture so much over the last 5 years. If you go back to the 20 days, most people Park had the biggest complaints about monetization, right? The cost of builds and everything else. And there was a lot of people, 20, 21, even through 22, that were playing My Team no money spent because it was an option. Park wasn't an option. You had to pay for a build, right? So Park was always seen as the more kind of forceful monetization. But then you compare what Park is now to what My Team is now, but people are sending a mortgage every week just to get a card out of an event. Of course, the toxicity is going to be here. Like, it's such from a predatory standpoint, we are the prey. That's our role in all of this.
So also, a lot of people grind. They're in my career. They grind their builds.
That's just
like from day
that's just
one,
like grinding Sean Bradley.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, dude, those people over there in my career, like who are there literally just
there's a bunch of Carlos over there in my career. That's crazy.
100%.
But also, once your build is done, it's done. You're not having to do it again next week and the week after and
let's
every
say
week.
That, but ISO, come on, now, you know better than that.
You know better than that. If you're going to play patches, yeah,
they do so many patches that it completely destroys your build. Quick.
Yeah, the patches are done within 6 weeks. If you just wait for that, you're good.
Yeah, you just gotta wait a little bit.
I don't know
6 weeks in, they're working on the next game.
But when I used to play, it seemed like they were patching builds every season.
See, this is what me and all my friends do. Now I'm going to be buying up because for videos, but you would just lightly buy up to where it was playable. It's like an 80. You grind up to 95. And then after all the patches roll out, you use your rebirth. And that's your actual build. The first one's just your fuck around build, get whatever, figure out the game, figure out how to dribble, do this and that. And then you make your final build after the patches. That's what we do anyway. But yes, the patches, there is a lot of people that don't understand that and they blow a lot of money on builds and then they get completely patched.
I feel like more people make more than one build than people. I'd say on average people make 3+ builds. Whether you grind it or pay, on average people make 3+ builds a year.
We can't say that patches don't affect my team as well though.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course they do. Do you remember Kyle Korver a couple of years ago, start of the game, insta greens every shot? Patch came in 2 weeks later. That card was going for how much MT was completely nerfed overnight.
Yeah.
People had to change direction on where they're going with their squad.
Yeah.
So ISO, this question is more geared towards you because you might be the one that has the answer. Besides Joe Knows, are there any My Career guys that are like content creators, I should say, that are really, really good at this game right now? I'm talking about like the top guys.
I mean, there's a lot of them that are pretty good. I mean, even Badge Plug is pretty decent at the game.
So my question is, because Joe knows doesn't have a reason to come play my team. He's in enough pro-am leagues, tournaments. He gets his bread, right? He doesn't have a reason to come to my team.
It's content as well. Yeah.
Is there any, YouTubers that are really good at the game that might be like, you know what, let me go try this 10K thing, and then they're gonna show the my career side of thing? Like, this my team thing sucks. Because I think my career doesn't know. Yeah. I don't think my career doesn't really know what's going on over here. I think it's gonna take like one of theirs to come over here and try and do this 10K tournament, and then be like, dude, what the fuck is going on over here?
Most people I've talked to that have a mic in MyTEAM Park this year are people using free agent cards, and I talk to them and ask them why they're using free agent cards, and they're my career players just testing out my team, and they say they hate every second of it. They hate it. Everything about it.
Just maybe because you're using free agent Anthony Edwards. I don't know.
I mean,
doesn't help.
It's the rightfully so. Everybody I've talked to about it, they don't like the way to obtain things. I understand. I get that. There's not a lot of free stuff in the game. Now there is.
It's a control thing as well, right? It's a control thing. With Park, you're controlling your spending. You know exactly what you're getting. You're putting money into something specific. With my team, everything's a lottery, man. It's all RNG. Even the rewards, even the free stuff is a lottery. Like, what? Are you, if I said, right, I'm going to spend $5,000 on my team this week. Who can tell me in a sentence what I'm getting?
Fucked.
Exactly. You don't even know. You can get nothing.
I don't even need a sentence. I need one word.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the big difference.
100%. And honestly, too, about the whole build thing, I think in the past 3 or 4 2Ks, even post patches, I've only had like one build that's not usable after the patches. If you're smart with making your builds and stuff like that, and just not a dumbass, I feel like you can make a build that can survive all patches.
And that's
like
also
try to be cheesy.
Do that. So
go ahead, Josh.
I feel like it's the people who try to like get real cheesy with their build. That's
for sure.
Builds are the ones that are getting nerfed to the ground.
Yeah.
If you're just making it like real build, it might affect your build, but it's not going to ruin it.
Exactly.
It's like
at the beginning of the year, there's always some cheesy.
It's just like my team, where if I make a build geared towards me, like I like playing center in my career. Make a big man that has like a 67, 73 ball. I'm set for the whole year, right? And I'm good with that. But it's the FOMO. Just like in my team, you see, oh man, I got this nice center build, but I do kind of want to run shooting guard. Let me look up a shooting guard build. Oh, that build wasn't good. I should have watched a different video. Let me get a slashing shooting guard. Or with a small forward, I can kind of do it all. I can guard 1 through 5. I could shoot, play defense. Oh, the small forward didn't work out. Maybe I can move it up to a power forward, so I can be a little bit taller, still be able to kind of do it all. It's just like you want to be able to do it all.
Realistically, how much are we talking? How much does a build cost? Right now,
about $100, right?
It depends on what overall. What do you want to get them to? Are you wanting to get them just playable, or you want to get them maxed?
I get what someone would typically do. What's the standard someone would do?
Oh, that depends. There's a lot of people that just buy up to 80. That's
$100.
$50.
No, 80 is a lot cheaper, right?
So let's say you built 2 builds for every position, right? Let's say you built a offensive point guard and a lock, right? You got two players at every position. You spent $1,000, right, for the year?
Yeah.
People are spending that every week on my team.
Yeah.
You can't. It's like it's apples and oranges.
And that's why they're trying to bring people over to my team.
Yeah. But and they throw the carrot now to incentivize it. Yeah.
But if the my career side was paying attention, like Josh said, especially if you're a content creator, stay over there. Y'all get way more love than we do.
Agreed.
We're spending, not we like as in like me and you, but as a community, we're spending, like you said, $1,000 over there gets you through the year. 1,000 over here. If you're being like fucking not trying to get I was gonna say if you're not trying to get the best team, that might get you through a season if you're spending money.
Yeah.
I can think of like 2 examples, like off the top of my head. There might be more, but I can think of 2 examples of people that have started on Parkside and come to my team and been successful. I can only think of 2, which is Splash, but he also started my team quite early. But the best example is probably Nike, who didn't play my team till 22 and qualified for 250 that year. I mean, he came on the AllThatJaz podcast. I was completely unaware. I got him on because he qualified, right? But he told me he'd been playing my team for like 2 months. He didn't even know what had happened at the start of the year. But he was also labbing with Splash and those guys as well. So he got himself into that community to learn, I guess, you know, the best way to play this game. But yeah, in terms of like people that have made that transition successfully, you're counting them on one hand.
Yep.
I'd be interested to see how many people at least try. I think there's gonna be a pretty, not like, I don't think it's gonna be like a substantial number, but
I think we'll see some comp people come over stage, all that, people who run wagers. I think, like, to me, the simplest way to put it is my career is a community game mode, right? My team is their business, and they treat it as such. They don't want no relationship. They just want a business relationship, and it's how could we capitalize off making the most money off them, you know? So I feel like we're never going to get that spotlight as a community because they got Park for that.
I'd be interested.
It also depends.
Oh, go ahead, ISO.
How is it going to be actually possible to get a team that can compete without spending $500?
No, it's not.
If no, then I don't think we're going to.
I would say maybe for the guys like Splash and Tydebo who live by this My Team shit. Yeah. You know, Ty and Splash already know the ins and outs of this, but for somebody coming from my career to my team, nah, they're not gonna be able to compete without spending money.
I think that'll be it. Why a lot of people maybe come try it, but then drop it very quickly because they would rather spend their money on something they like, making a new build, and not doing it on my team. I could see people trying it but not sticking, for sure.
And another reason I say people might not come, I'd be interested to go into, like, I wish you could just, like, can you do proximity chat
in my career?
Yeah, without like actually playing the game. Like he's like walking around the neighborhood and shit.
Nah,
I don't know. I've never tried. I don't think so. No,
I was gonna say because I'd be interested to see how many people over there actually know Splash. Like, do they know who Splash is?
Yeah.
Because, you know, over in the My Team side, Splash is like, everybody knows who Splash is. But I'd be interested to see, 1, how many people know Splash, and 2, how good they think he is, if they do know him.
On the Park side?
Yeah, I wonder how many people over there, if they know who Splash is, I wonder how many people are like, I could do what Splash did.
I mean, he played in the 2K League.
I was gonna say he went on that little run of playing. They were like delusional, bro. I don't know what they were thinking.
So my question is, like, out of the comp guys that play for money, you know, do all that, I wonder how many of them think to themselves, seeing this 10K tournament, are thinking, Splash is good, but I think I'm up there with them. I could do what he did. I could switch over.
And they're going to see how much it costs to actually do it, and they're going to change their mind after week
1. And that's not me saying they can, but I'm wondering how many people think that way.
Oh, there's going to be some people like that. Because, I mean, it's delusion, man. I mean, I love Josh. He told Ty he was going to pop him. He told Splash he was going to pop him. That's part of, like, the competitive nature. If you think you're good at something, you're going to be like, I could beat anybody.
Yeah,
but
that's kind of the mindset.
There's a difference. Like what Josh did. No disrespect to Josh, but it's like if I were to say, hey, who's a really good Madden player? I don't know, top Madden player. I mean, man, I could pop you, bro. You ain't even good like that. But then
in leagues.
But then but then it's just like,
you know what I mean?
But then it's like I could pop you. But then if you got to put something on the line. If they're like, okay, come over and play Ultimate Team, I'm like, oh, but actually I got to go put money into this. Yeah. Nah, you got it. Like Josh was talking shit for free. I'm talking about people actually feeling like they could come, put some money in, and think they could really come win this shit.
So can I add another arm to this whole conversation? So a month ago, Take-Two and NBA announced a new partnership, right? Where people think the 2K League is coming back. It hasn't actually been confirmed. I think the actual partnership that's been announced is like, they've called it like a cultural partnership or something, but it includes esports. So there will be something on the park side as well. Definitely. It might be more financially viable than MyTEAM. Not viable, but more opportunity for money than MyTEAM. So there will be something there for sure, like 100%, because they signed a 3-year deal, which I think starts in 26. So I think there will be some. They're looking to the 2K. You know, the league was a failure, right? But they're looking to replace it with something more interesting.
Is that the one?
I think it will just be tournaments.
I think I was watching a video about they're gonna have like celebrities on the team and shit.
Yeah, they're gonna do a lot of cultural stuff. That's what they've spoken about. But there's a big esports arm to it as well. So we need to see what they do with that, because they haven't said anything else other than
2K
that.
League. I enjoyed the 2K League.
Well, I watched. I think his name is correct me, Bear the Beast. Is that his name?
Yeah.
He was in the 2K League, and I watched one of his videos breaking down the fact that he was pretty much saying if the 2K League was gonna work, they would have had to WWE it up a little bit. Like, not the games, but they would have had. There was not too much shit talking going on. There was no storylines. There was no, anything. Just like even the NBA, it's just like, there's some people that watch hoops to watch hoop, but there's a lot of people that watch NBA because, they want to see if, LeBron could get his 5th ring, or they want to see if Luka was able to do it by himself in Dallas. There's storylines, and the 2K League lacked that. And 2K, in order to try and compensate for that, to get viewership, they got people on the game that should not be on the game. Like, I heard like the GM is like a clothing line designer or something. Like, the people they got coming into this new thing, there are some competitive players, but there's players that are like just decent at 2K. Like, gameplay wise, the product's gonna be worse, but they might get more eyes on it, from my understanding.
Yeah.
If there were more content creators too that would try to be a part of it, that would help.
And that's what I think it should have been. It should have been the top content creators, because honestly, I'm like, the best content creators aren't better than the best, 2K players for the most part. But there was no what's the word for it? Attachment that, you
gotta sell the fight, bro. You gotta sell the fight.
Your favorite YouTuber, you want to see your favorite YouTuber win. I don't like. I was gonna say his name. I like his content now. Bear the Beast makes amazing content, but before I started watching him on YouTube, like, I didn't care if Bear the Beast lost. Like, okay, all right, like, and they all play the same way, so it's not like you're watching it for like. It's not like you're watching it because it's like 2 different styles. No, they all play the same way, bro.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't ever get into the 2K League. It's like, there's a meta in the game. We all know that. The meta isn't enjoyable to watch on a competitive standpoint, in my opinion. At least it wasn't when they were doing the 2K League. They're like, the storylines are what sell it. The gameplay makes you like, do I really even want to watch this shit? Like, everybody's trying to abuse animations.
I think Splash said it best, right? Because he says because everyone says comp players are just exploiting the game, right? They're just the best at exploiting the game. Splash says it like this: it's not the best people at exploiting the game; it's the best people at stopping the exploits in the game.
Yeah.
Right. So it's stopping the person doing the exploits, and that's really what the 2K League became. It just became a bunch of people who were really focused on exploiting, and a bunch of other people who are really good at stopping the exploits. So the actual core game is just out the window in that scenario. What they intended people to be doing in the game is irrelevant. I mean, we can look at Carlo's 250 game, right? Like, a backdoor cuts for the entire game. That was just one exploit after the other. Question is, who stopped more of the exploits? Like, that's all it came down to. It's not interesting. No one wants to see that.
And that's why people get mad when like Splash or Ty do like their settings, or they do when Ty did like the deep hash back in the day. It's like, oh, you're. It's like, well, that's not an issue because I could stop it. So I don't mind putting the video out because I can stop it. You can't. So that's why you're mad.
I would also be very interested to see how anything. I'm very curious myself because I'm a park player. I'm very interested to see if they make any tweaks to this pro play shit because there is no creativeness in this game whatsoever. I remember I went back to 2K24 for a video. I think like last week I played some park and I used Kobe in my team. That was pretty cool. But like you could just do more. It was more creative. You could have more fun on the court, especially as like a dribbler. But I would be very interested to see pro play in like a 2K league. I don't know.
It's interesting because I was one of the first people to experience pro play, right? Because it launched in 24, where I went to the playtest in May, right?
Yeah.
So I experienced pro play 4 months before the game came out, and it's really interesting, like the psychology of it all, right? Because I'm in a room with like me and Kills and were playing once, Mike Wang's standing behind us asking for our feedback, and generally like we're enjoying it, right? Because we're playing like play now, right? We're using base teams or base cards as they would be in my team. And we're all kind of enjoying it, and we're like, okay, this feels quite good, feels quite fluid. I remember walking away and having some cards, MyTEAM cards I was really excited about using, Devin Booker being like the main one. And I just felt really like good about it. And then the game dropped, and then the MyTEAM power creep kicked in, and then the exploits kicked in. And within a month, they'd patched everything I liked about it out of the game, put everything I didn't like about it in the game, and it just became a shit show. That's how pro play launched. It launched with a 180. They launched it and then completely reverted the gameplay, from one extreme to another, within the space of a week after developing the game for a whole year to like a huge amount of expense. So I don't think they have a lot of faith in pro play. That's my feeling, because if they did, they wouldn't have patched it to death as soon as it dropped in the game.
See, that's another thing. I feel like that is like a pro play is one of the main reasons my team has been so expensive this year. I mean, of course, people buy cards for animations every single year. But now if you don't have those two animations on a card, nobody wants it. Nobody.
Also, the cost of gaining those animations. Think about how much it costs to do what they did. Like live cameras at every game capturing.
So they gotta commit at this point.
We're just paying off their debt for doing it.
But hey, bro, 27, cut that shit out.
Right, but that
I think pro play is going to be there till the next gen of consoles. That's my opinion.
Probably.
That kind of leads into the next topic of the little path thing they did. They're claiming next year the gameplay is going to be more rewarding for better players. Now, more rewarding could mean anything, because as I mentioned earlier, this game is very unrewarding for better players. So it could be slightly more rewarding, but
I don't think
it's another reason to stop playing. It's a big reason why I stopped playing this shit. It's ass. You can literally just go out there and play against somebody that has no idea what they're doing, playing on low risk, and they'll beat you.
Not on low risk though. I play high risk. Ask Josh about me.
I just he plugged it in for a
eight for eight in the fourth, maybe.
It's the most frustrating thing.
And then he hit a white on Hall of Fame.
As a decent player, it is the most deflating, frustrating thing that you can go out there and like sweat, try hard, you miss, and then somebody who has no idea what they're doing just hits a dagger, and it's the worst shot you've ever seen. And it's
I nearly lost my shit yesterday. I was saying that I was talking before we got on the call. I played King of the Court yesterday. After sort of an hour and a half, 2 hours, I was just outside 1%. I was kind of in two minds because I was already just done with. I can't play the game for that long. I'd only intended to get on for an hour, and I'd already been going nearly twice that. And I was like, I'll just sit for it. Let's see what happens. My missus is like downstairs just chilling. You know, I'm like, that sounds like a vibe on a on a Saturday. I don't really want to be doing this. And my opponent just hit He hit a white. I was up by 12, by the way, in the game. He didn't hit a white. He hit a red yellow from deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I just turned the console off. That was it.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it was it wasn't like I was sitting there going, I'm going to get off the game if something stupid happens. He just hit that shot, and I was just, my instinct was, I'm done. Because it's only going to get worse from here on out if I keep playing. It's just not a fun experience. Gamer Dad, can I correct you on something?
What's up?
So they didn't say it's going to be more rewarding.
What they say?
They said it's going to reward skill-based gameplay.
So I mean, what's the difference?
So they're saying that if you're more skilled at the game, you'll get more out of it, and if you're less skilled at the game, you'll get less out of it.
So I guess I gotta get
pack
better.
them up, get them out of here.
I gotta get better.
I'm fine with it.
Can I just? It's just green or miss. That's literally it.
Can we get
green or miss?
Can we get a true green window and just have the green window very small, tiny? Like do y'all remember the beginning of 2K24 when nobody said, like, everybody complained about shooting, like they couldn't shoot. Everybody complained about it until they buffed it and everybody could shoot. Man, I was shooting 84% in Park. No, and I was doing 40-game win streaks. Dude, literally, I was on 40-game win streaks every day in 2K24 Park. And then they buffed shooting, and then everybody could shoot. The game is just more enjoyable if you can go out there and hit a green window every single time. You know it's there. It's really small, but you know it's there because with the delay, like the load ups with the delays, the change in green windows, the green window's not always there. It's just not fun, dude, at all. It's not.
And I would be really on board with the smaller green window if they could get some of this like latency under control, man. Because I prefer like y'all. Everybody knows I was a normal risk merchant all year. I was fucking hitting yellows with red contest. It was crazy. But I feel like high risk is more rewarding. And I think it should be green or miss. But if that just means everybody's going to be able to green, then that doesn't really mean anything, does it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if everybody, like I said, if the green window's small, dude.
But you just pointed exactly to it. 2K24, how long of people complaining did it take before it get patched?
They just need to stick on it. It was I promise you, more people enjoyed that game. Like,
no, you're saying green or miss. Are you saying green or miss? Is how it should
100%.
go. Yeah, I mean they've confirmed it for next year in competitive modes.
100. If there's not green or miss, it's ass. I mean, where's the skill if there is no green or miss? There's no.
Everything's a lottery, bro. Everything is a lottery. Everything. This game is a lottery. Shots, packs, everything, rewards.
Ass, dude. It's awful. And another thing about latency that I wanted to point out, Park, my career, for some reason, doesn't have that latency. There's still latency, but it's not as bad as MyTEAM for some reason. And I wonder why.
It's because the servers are built for it. They've been built for it for years. Yeah, they just dropped Park in and didn't expect the resources.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the counterpoint just because I know DBG's watching this screaming at his monitor right now. Shout out DBG. Green or miss, like in anything in the game that should be taken seriously or has any sort of competitive element, in my opinion, it should be green or miss. That's my opinion. And that's showdown, salary cap, Park. Those are the modes where it should be green or miss. In any other mode, I just don't care. Like, who cares if domination or breakout? So, because the argument to this always is, it turns new players away. This is true, but if they can jump on offline modes and have fun, then they won't care. But also, there is a learning curve to this shit, right? We do all forget this. We were all new once. We all learned to green. I mean, it's part of any game, no one's loading up Call of Duty going, why isn't there an aimbot? You have to learn to shoot, right? It's part of any video game experience.
What I've said, the reason I like to dribble and stuff in 2K is because watching people dribble on YouTube growing up, I couldn't do it, and I couldn't move my thumbs. And learning how to do it was what made me have fun on 2K. Was learning how to dribble. It's fun learning how to shoot, learning how to dribble, doing this and that. That's part of the fun for me, is learning how. So if we take out the learning and just throw in a fucking here's a button you can turn on and just make whites, where's the fun?
Yes, exactly. I agree. Where's the satisfaction in it?
Or if you're gonna be able to make whites, just nerf it to the ground. If there's any kind of contest, it shouldn't go in. Period.
Yeah.
Like, cause I think like it's fair if you're got a 99 3-point card. If you're wide open, I'm talking about green contest, then yeah, sure, you know, Steph Curry's gonna make the majority of his shots if he's wide the fuck open. But if there's even someone like in your vicinity, it shouldn't go in.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was saying, because at the rate these new cards hit whites on a normal risk and low risk, like, it's absurd.
Well, now everybody's got 99. Everybody's got, you know, Hall of Fame, set shot, shifty. Some of them got legend.
They're not hitting whites anymore. They're hitting reds. They're consistently hitting reds.
The game wasn't built. The game wasn't built for in game.
Yeah, it's a shit show.
Once I got 100 overall Shaq, boy, those whites were whiting. I was like, oh, I'm playing this game on easy mode. What the fuck is going on?
I got about 1,000 points left of salary cap before it's GG's. I might play it on low risk and see what happens.
Because I
genuinely want to see what happens. I'm really curious.
I do believe earlier in the year, like obviously you were still making whites, but I think it was more playable.
Yeah.
Because cards were top 90, you know, 93-pointer, Hall of Fame badges were harder to come by. Not everybody in your lineup had a 90+ 3-ball. So I just genuinely think the game just wasn't meant for in-game.
I don't see why they can't do it the way MLB does it with their ranked mode, where as you progress along the ranked mode, the difficulty gets higher. Sure, I mean, if they don't want to do green or miss all the way across the board, like the first couple rounds, say it's showdown. I don't know if they're gonna do showdown still, but like the first couple tiers is on like a online versus, and then you get to another tier and you level up to a different, like,
that's a really good idea,
superstar, and then once you get to tier 1, everything's Hall of Fame.
Has to be. If tier 1's not, then I agree.
Because everybody wants it to be hard till shit gets hard. Pause. Like look at MLB The Show, right? Everybody's talking about, oh, there should be a skill gap. The best players should be the best players. Within a month, they took out the whole difficulty of the game.
It was too hard for even the best players.
They were like, oh no, this is way too hard. I shouldn't be only scoring this many runs a game. Everybody wants shit to be difficult till shit gets difficult. And
this is true.
I got to play that shit though. That holy shit. That was a different.
And then it's gonna be like just like this year, the same people that are dipping and dodging their way out of getting to tier 1 this year are gonna be doing the same shit next year, and tier 1's gonna be like fucking 20 players shooting on green or miss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the whole tier system anyway. I think they should scrap it and just bring back unlimited.
I don't even care about the shot timing profile. Like, if they want to have low risk in the game, do it. I just think you should be matched up with someone using the same shot profile as you. I shouldn't be on high risk playing against somebody on low risk. It should be even across the board. Take it out. Take it out.
That's a really good idea, man. That's a really good idea that the difficulty increases as the tiers increase.
I just
think it's
not a difficult concept. It's extremely easy to implement.
Yeah.
It's just as the tiers go up, the difficulty goes up.
I literally just say, I don't care what they do, just pick a side. Like, don't give us the option. Either green or miss for everybody, or we all get the same chance of making a white across the board.
Yeah.
The thing is, when whites come into it though, it's just a lottery though, isn't it? That's the problem.
Literally,
you could both be on medium risk, and one person just makes way more than the other one, so it still becomes a lottery.
Yeah.
I think low risk and medium risk just needs to stay offline. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I would rather beat my opponent and not get lucky.
Because then at least when you're playing on high risk, you really know when the game wants you to lose. Like when Josh made a fucking yellow white on Hall of Fame against me the other day.
I've never seen anyone hit as many whites as Josh on high risk, bro.
So
every week we play Park, he makes one a game. I don't know what's going on. I haven't made a white this whole year on high risk.
About it. He isn't actually on high risk. He's just telling you.
He might be, bro. He might be. I'm skeptical. I'm just saying.
But yeah, what else we got? Okay, so I think I know the answer, but I still want to propose a question anyways. So what's the difference between no lifing now being so shit on? Like if my boy Two-Way Dream was doing this, years ago, he would be getting praised. He got GOAT tier. He was like the second or third person to get the GOAT Tatum. Carlo, if Carlo was doing what he was doing now, years ago, he'd be getting praised. What's the difference between, most finishing the trophy case twice, Ambish, no lifing his life away to get Galaxy Opal Wilt Chamberlain first. I want to say it was 2K19 in the token market, I think it was.
Yeah.
What's the difference between, I don't know, whoever finished the Spotlight Sims first? What turned to where no lifing the game went from being like praised to being shit on? Like, why is Carlo constantly, besides Carlo being Carlo and stirring shit up, why is everybody shitting on Carlo for finishing these grinds?
It's the community, man. I feel like
game's
it's taking a
ass.
turn, and it's just nonstop toxicity. I tweeted about it earlier. It's like you either spend money and everybody shits on you for spending money, or you grind and people will shit on you for grinding. If you don't want to grind, you're lazy. Like, there's nothing you can do on this game that they won't have some shit to say about you. If you grind, no life. Don't grind, lazy. Spend money, you're the problem with the game. Don't spend money, you're broke. Like,
and I bet you those some people saying you were lazy, Josh, you could probably scroll down their shit and you could probably see them saying all those things to somebody.
Yeah, they told me I'm lazy because I didn't grind out Ty Lue. Are we fucking serious right now?
That's how people it's how people cope, dude. The people that will spend all the money will say, "Oh, yeah, you play that way." And the people that play this way say, "Oh, you play that way." It's so they can defend themselves. But also, I feel like Carlo gets it mainly because you're good. I feel like Carlo, no hate to Carlo, at all, but I feel like he's the reason that people treat Carlo the way people treat Carlo. But again, no hate to Carlo. I like Carlo.
I think Carlo, even before Carlo was Carlo, I say that because Carlo's playing the character, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Even
Which I don't think a lot of people understand.
Even before he was I'm not even gonna say he's super toxic. He just has really weird takes. Even before he started making these weird ass takes that kind of draw attention to him, for some reason he was a punching bag. It was just really easy to shit on Carlo. Even before he started stirring up all this drama this year, before it was just an easy punching bag. I don't think it matters what Carlo did. In my opinion.
You're not wrong. Okay, let me answer the first question first, because there is a difference, a massive difference, by the way. When you're talking about first to level 40 or first to finish spotlights, you're talking about someone hardcore grinding this game for 2 days a season. Carlo's been playing 15 hours a day, 4 months. There's a big difference between those two things. A race to like first level 40 and someone playing 250 breakout games every day for a month is two drastic differences in terms of what those two things are. But who cares? Let him do what he wants to do. Like,
Facts.
I wouldn't do it. I think it's crazy that he's doing it. I think it's psychotic that he's doing it. But I don't care. Like, do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. He's making content. Exactly. He's doing his thing. And you are right. It has been. I think initially he was like shit on for no reason by a lot of people, and then he lent into that. And I've obviously had some interactions with him in the last month, but in those interactions, he's now inviting it, right? So he's kind of embraced it as a brand, I guess, and that's what he does now. But at the end of the day, if Carlo wants to play 2K for 15 hours a day, he's not doing any harm to himself. I would judge someone spending money way more than I judge Carlo. That's my lens.
What makes me mad too, I'm not sitting here being like a super Carlo fanboy or anything, But
Crazy.
what makes me mad is that people will try and act like they're saying these things for like his health. Like, oh, it can't be healthy. He doesn't have a social life, and you know, it's not healthy to be inside that many hours a day. You guys don't give a fuck about Carlo. Don't sit here.
Also,
and
these
act
guys
like,
spend 24 hours on Twitter just tweeting all day. What
Exactly.
are you doing?
Facts.
Don't sit here and act like you care about his health and you care about his well-being. That's not. You're just looking for a reason to shit on somebody.
Yeah, Carlo's making content. He's making some money from it. He's getting the cards. He's entertaining people. There's a lot of shit that he's doing. What is this amoeba on Twitter doing? Just throwing out opinions.
Yeah, Carlos made me
No.
way more money than any of y'all on Twitter have. Carlos been feeding families this year.
That is
The
true.
only L
Y'all should
Carlo
be
has
saying
taken this
thank
year is
you.
not coming on the podcast.
What'd you say?
Carlo
No,
ducking the podcast was a generational L, by the way, this year.
Some of the only content I've watched on my team is Heidibo versus Carlo, like the games
It's
when they play each
entertaining.
other. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
And like even that King of the Court thing, every week Carlo was just like, yeah, another week I got screwed over in King of the Court. It's like it's funny, man. You know, like I respect it. Like you said, he committed to this. He won't admit he's trolling, but he's trolling. He's committed to this stick that he thinks he could beat Ty Debo, and you know, like you gotta respect it.
Listen, without Carlo, this would have been the deadest year we've ever seen for the community. I'm just gonna say it. And as someone who went for him, I still stand by that. Like, at least it was entertaining. At least he was trying to do something. You know, back in the day, we had so many people that were kind of personalities is the right word, right? They had personality, and you know, they would engage different creators and create like sort of cross content and all these different things. Man, everyone's just in their own lane. Everyone's ignoring everyone else, just doing my own thing, keeping my head down. I don't want to respond to anything. I don't want to interact with anything. A bit of drama's harmless, man. It's harmless. Like, you know, I got some pretty strong reactions for going at Carlo, but immediately I went into his chat and just started roasting him. His whole chat started roasting him with it. It just became a bit of fun, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to do
you
that.
could disagree with somebody, or even maybe not taking it as far as to say a disagreement, but you know, Ty Debo talks shit to Carlo. If they met in person, they would be chill.
Yeah.
You know, they would shake
Best
hands.
example of this
they'd
is
sit down
Josh
and have
and
lunch.
Josh. Josh and Josh are the best example of this. If you heard them two during their game, you would have thought these guys hated each other. Like, Josh was legit. Like, I'm gonna call him still Josh 1. Josh 1 was legitimately rattled for the first game. I've never seen anyone's face look like his did.
Oh, dude,
like, he looks
deer in headlights, bro.
he looks stressed. And then the other Josh got rattled halfway through it. And that, like, if you listen to the 2 minutes at the end of the game, where Josh 2 started saying he was washed and shit and everything else, and he was clapping back that he won, like, you would think they hate each other, but it was peak entertainment. Like, for people watching, it was great. It's better than just sitting there, like, you know.
What was the funniest thing to me is Josh 2. I guess we're calling Killer Josh 2, right? That's what we're doing. He had said like, so he said like, this nigga's trash, right?
Yeah.
And that was like someone in the chat, in Josh's chat, said something like, oh, I don't get why he's being so aggressive. I said, what? Because he said nigga? Like is that the bar? Like, you know, like you've just not been around competitive gaming enough because no, let me rephrase. You watched competitive gaming. You haven't actually sat down with people playing the game in person because that's how they talk.
It's also a character, isn't it? It's content.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing people don't get. Like, a content creator is always an exaggerated version of the person, right? And Josh is a toxic little motherfucker. Like, I'm super aware of who he is, but he's all one of the people you'll ever meet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's actually genuinely humble in real life. But when he plays the game, his job is to entertain people. You don't really give a shit if he wins or not. Like, just no one has that mentality anymore.
But I mean, even if he really meant it, right? Even if he really hated Josh, bro, so what? They're going against each other. It don't got nothing to do with none of us, bro.
Yeah.
Like, they are going against each other. They're not supposed to like each other for the time being. like I think the problem with people, and to go back to Gaming Dad's initial question, is people got their nose too much in what other people are doing and formulate opinions for other people. You know, like y'all was saying about Carlo. Oh, it's not healthy for him. Bro, Carlo is living the life. He gets to sit home and play 2K or video games all day. I wish I didn't have to go to work and I could play video games all day. He's living the life, bro. I just think like people got to mind their own business. It's that simple. Like, and people are never going to do that. So like as content creators, we got to learn to just like brush it to the side. Me, I embrace it. I love going back and forth with people. But like, y'all just look weird, bro. Like, chill.
And that's why I give Carlo credit. Well, first of all, I would much rather do my 9 to 5 than spend 8 hours playing Triple Threat offline. That's just me.
Type shit.
Agreed.
But like I guess because I haven't got enough hate on my YouTube channel, like we said, Carlo almost immediately accepted it. I'm sure the first couple weeks it might have like fucked with him mentally a little bit. Like, why do people like really fucking hate me? But now he's 100% embraced it, so I gotta respect that. Because anytime someone comes talking crazy in my comments, I get pissed, and I respond every time. You know, like, I'm like, nah, I got fucking time.
You know, like this time on the podcast run, right? You know, I dropped a video talking about how we were approach the podcast differently this year, right? And there's a really interesting demographic when you look at the YouTube stats. Before this year, we basically had 0% viewers under 18. Like for the whole of the podcast history, 0% under 18s, right? Everyone who watched it was, you know, of the older demographic, 30s, 40s, you know, people who were, I guess, up for more mature conversations about the game. This year we brought it back and we just went, you know what, fuck it. Let's just have some fun with it. Like, we don't care. I'm not even monetized. I'm eating like, you know, chicken fingers and Josh is calling everyone out. Like, we just came in with a whole different energy and we went, right, let's have some fun with it. And man, the toxicity that came with it, suddenly these younger viewers came in, demographics looking different. Everyone got shit on in the comments at least once. We didn't have a negative comment ever on the podcast. Ever. We were getting 5-10 a week. Even you guys got shit on in one comment, I think.
I believe it.
Something about like, what this is better than those other guys who put a shine on CB that week. I think Josh responded to it. But Ludes has got like a hater now. Ludes has got like a professional hater. Dude,
oh, that
like,
guy.
Ludes.
I even responded to that. I was like, it can't be this serious, man. Like,
what has to be wrong with you to have a vendetta against Ludes? Like, crazy. But yeah, everyone. It's just a shift, isn't it? It's where we are now.
Yeah, when we made the switch to live, yeah, we got lots of comments. Because when you're doing it live, it's a lot easier to do like the vibe you had this go around, where everybody's just talking shit. Because not only the first couple episodes we did live, I tried my best to like almost ignore the chat, because I didn't want to disrupt the flow of the conversation. You know, we're talking about the subject. I don't want to like read the chat and have to pull something up, interrupt what somebody's talking about. But then eventually it just turned into like, we'll talk about the topic for like 2 minutes and then just start like fucking vibing with the chat. And some people like that. The people that are live like it. And some people that watch it back absolutely hate it. They're saying we can't stay on the topic. We're not even discussing the stuff going on. And I'm like, I mean, hey, not everything's for everybody, man.
Yeah, and it was like really obvious, you know. I was getting like genuine just like hate on Twitter from people that we've had on the podcast before, like people we've never had an issue. We weren't putting out any negative energy, but the community is so like narrow-minded now. It's so niched. Everyone's kind of in this tribalistic group now, whatever you fall into, and anyone who doesn't believe in what you believe in is just an op now, and we have to go after them and attack them. Like, man, it's just crazy now. Like, it's so toxic. Like, people we liked, man, champions, people we had on the podcast, we never had a bad word to say about them. But because we're not going on the podcast and breaking down gameplay at a molecular level, 30-minute fucking boring ass takes, people genuinely like hating on us, like hating at us. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
And I won't dig too deep into that because I'm not expecting you to say names. But what are these people like? Did they DM you or something? Because I like, after I saw your first tweet, I started like looking through Twitter, and I couldn't find anything.
You won't find it. You won't find it. But like even like the start of the year, you know, people from these groups started unfollowing us on Twitter. Like I said, people that have genuinely been on the podcast, man. Like we've never had nothing but good interactions. Then it turned into like sort of hateful subtweets, and then it turned into people responding directly to tweets. I'm just sitting there going like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what are we doing? You can't be this fucking brainwashed. Like, you're a grown-ass man in a cult. Like, that's what's happened here. And you're so fucking blinkered that you can't see that these people that have genuinely been nice and respectful to you are not your fucking enemies. Like, you've got no reason to think like this. But it's so tribalistic, man. And it is that. It used to be like one community where we had different opinions, right? And that's what really made the podcast work back in the days. We could bring on like two people from two completely different worlds into the podcast and it would just be a good conversation. And like you guys getting CB the Grade on, so what? Like he's part of the community. It's not like he doesn't have a voice. We're talking about Carlo as well. Cool. Let Carlo do what he wants to do. But now it's, if you're not them, you hate them. That's the community now. And it doesn't matter what the history you have with these people are, loyalties you have, fuck all of that. If you don't think exactly the same way I do, I'm coming after you. That's the community we've got now.
And like the CB the Grenade episode was a perfect example because I so respectfully kind of pushed some issues with them in the most respectful way possible. And it was conversation.
That's like, how it should be, though, bro. It's never nothing but a conversation. If you gotta take it to that extreme over what somebody else is doing, again, I just don't know, bro. It says a lot about you, your character, like just who you are as a person.
Yeah,
shit ain't nothing but a conversation.
And we're talking about a video game at the end of the day. Like, play it how you want to play it. If you want to, like, people are like, you're advocating for, like, he's got a problem. Like, dude, I'm not.
So what?
I'm not going to tell somebody how they can and can't enjoy themselves. I like going to the casino. I like placing bets. I don't need people shaming me for that. Like, I mean,
the thing is as well,
call the hotline.
It's whether you're attacking someone. It's whether you're attacking someone or talking from your perspective. I think these two things are really important as well, right?
Exactly.
Because I obviously put out a tweet about my experiences, right? And Gamer Dad made a video about it. But I had a really interesting conversation in the like in DMs, right? I'm gonna say who it was because he responded. It was Matt Bless. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like, you know, he used to play he used to play Among Us with us. Yeah. He's a super nice guy, right? But he gave quite a like snarky response to my tweet, like basically calling me a pocket watcher, right?
That's a weird. That's a weird tweet to give a snarky response to. Like that got so personal. Like, you know, there was, like you said, you were even from your perspective, not like shit. But continue. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean exactly that. But I started talking to him in the DMs. I was like, look, you know, you're a friend. Let's talk. But this kind of shit has happened. This is the shit I'm talking about. That's happened with other people, right? That we respect. Like just coming at us. I don't think he did it to that extent, but it was definitely like quite a strong response. But I was like, let's talk about it. Like, let's see where we get to, because I know he's a reasonable guy. And we did. We just spoke about it. We actually had like a grown-up conversation, and I explained my point of view. And I said, look, I'm not telling anyone not to spend money. I'm not telling people what to do with their money. But if I can give my perspective and it stops one person who doesn't have the money from spending money, great. Brilliant. If it changes one person's perspective on all of this, and I'm not talking about whales, I'm not talking about people who are unaffected by this shit. I'm talking about people that are affected by it. And if you think there isn't, you're lying to yourself, right? Of course, there's people spending more than their means on this game on a regular basis. And then you dropped the video, right? And I just sent him your video. And I said, like, one person, that's the one person. Done. That's what the tweet's about. But it's my perspective, bro. I didn't mention anyone. I didn't at anyone. I didn't talk specifically about what any other person was doing. I spoke about myself and my experiences, and people still had an issue with it.
And it's like, I think is so at a certain point, I feel like 2K used to be more, what the example I used was like WWE, where, you know, people were being overly energetic and all that with cash and flight. Like, not saying that's not who they are, but, you know, obviously they were playing up to it. It used to be like that, but the community used to be less like that. The community used to be like, you know, people that had grown men perspectives. Like, I could disagree with you without hating you. And it kind of flipped. Now we have the YouTubers are more like, you know, kind of laid back a little bit. Like Ty's not over the top, JC's not over the top, Henry isn't over the top. He's like, you know, energetic, but he's him. But the community is like 100% WWE. Like, if you like Hulk Hogan, then it's fuck the Iron Sheik, and if you like the Iron Sheik, it's fuck Hulk Hogan. If you like CB the Grenade, it's fuck anybody that's against money. It's fuck DBG. And if you like DBG, it's fuck CB the Grenade. It's like, you know, it's like people that can't, you know, just have conversation.
Acting like y'all in a gang and like people died behind the shit, bro. Like it ain't that deep. Like,
I think it's a generational thing too, though. I feel like the content, like Jazz said, it used to be like older people in their late teens, 20s, 30s watching, and now it's like, I said this in a previous podcast and you guys took it out of context. The people consuming this content are teenagers.
Oh man.
So you got to realize that they have a different reaction. They grew up in a different time than the people they're watching.
I was trying to keep it respectful for Jazz, but you know, when he said that he's got a lot more viewership of under 18-year-olds, you know how hard it was for me not to say that he's making content for kids to consume.
See, I knew you would.
Are you telling me eating cheese tacos is not content for kids, bro?
But like you said, it's like a generational thing, because not to age us too much, but when Cash and them were making videos, like when they were at peak, what was that, like 2017?
Yeah. 18, something like that.
18, yeah.
I'm a 30-year-old man now. I was 20. No, I was fucking like 8. I'm not like 21, 22 years old. And I wasn't out here fucking on Twitter calling people idiots because they spend money and calling people not idiots because they won't spend money, you know, like.
I this might be a hot take. I don't think it is like kids, basically. I think, you know, kids have always been kids. I think at the end of the day, you know, I was an idiot when I was a teenager as well. Like, this is how it goes. It's actually, to me, it's the older community that's really driving all of this shit. I think they've all segregated into groups, and you know, the issues that I've had are not with young people. They're, like I said, grown-ass men in cults. That is, I think it's across the board. And it's funny, right? Because you talk about like how JC is in videos, and you know, Evan, for example. Like, you listen to Evan in a video, super mature, like, you know, one night he comes on the podcast immediately. The fact that he eats garbage every week, and you know, all of this shit. Like, people are toning down their content because they just don't want to pick a side. Like, just make the content as neutral as I can, and then I won't get any grief from anyone. Like, everything's with a caveat. Like, I'm not saying I'm pocket watching, but don't spend money.
It is funny because people take everything out of context. Like, when DBG made his video saying almost specifically like what you said, right? Without, you know, giving real life examples, but he said, you know, people, you're an idiot. People are out here living outside their means and committing credit card fraud to buy 2K packs. What did people at CB the Grenade? It's like, at what point is the CB Grenade fall in any of those categories?
No, but I'm not gonna, as someone who's probably his closest friend in this community, I'm not gonna sit here and say DBG does not do this shit completely intentionally. Like, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, yeah.
He's got no filter.
Stupid.
Yeah, he's got no filter, and he does not care. And he's got no reason to care. That's the difference between him. Like, him and Carlo, like, DBG loves Carlo because Carlo gives DBG something to talk about, right? In a lot of ways, they're cut from the same cloth. Like, they will create drama. Just go on DBG's MyTEAM channel. His last, like, 10 videos, like, 5 of them are about MyTEAM drama, right? Like, so he's kind of becoming the Keemstar of MyTEAM. But he, he does it on purpose. He knows what he's doing, and he believes it as well. That's why I get on with him. He's genuinely, like, unfiltered. He doesn't give a shit what anyone thinks.
I literally had somebody today bragging to me that they charge back the Pro Pass every season.
What flex?
He's like, I'm no money spent, but I get the Pro Pass, and I was like, that's not really no money spent, but like, okay. He's like, it is no money spent because I charge it back every time. I was like, all right, cool. Thank you for admitting this. Like, you got to be smarter. Stop telling on yourself,
like,
man.
By
What are
that
you doing?
logic, you could rip 4 hot boxes every event and be no money spent. By that logic,
I just don't understand the mindset that people have now.
People just stupid, bro. Like that's the dumbest shit. Like
that's like saying, "Oh, like I'm no money spent, but I only spend the money that I do like DoorDash on the side to buy my packs." So it's not like out of my income. It's like, no, that's still like
your income,
that's
yeah.
still not no money spent, you know. And that's no shit at nobody that does that. But I'm just saying, like, that doesn't fall in the no money spent category.
I'm about to start a no money spent series next year like that.
That's what AEW
That's
did. It was dope content, but it's not no money spent.
I almost said this earlier, and it's gonna sound like hating, and it's really not supposed to be. Like you kept saying Ty was winning King of the Court, no money spent, but that million VC he was putting into packs. So it's like he didn't spend any money. But
I can't control the way the game's made. If the game's handing me a million VC every couple of weeks,
I'm mad at him.
I'm gonna spend it.
He also had to win one in the first place to get that million VC though.
Oh yeah.
He had to get on the board.
And as bad as the pack odds are, realistically, that million VC really wasn't doing shit for him for a while. Like those first couple of pack openings, he was getting like fucking Opal Tony Parker.
Yeah, he can make any card work, bro. Yeah. If you look at his squad, it's not like OP even now. I mean, it's good, but I wouldn't say it's like crazy. If you get like Smash's squad is better.
And even with him, people are like, "Oh, why doesn't he build a good team?" Because it's a lot more fun watching them beat people with not the best team.
Yeah, it's jokes. If he's been spending money, he would have won at least twice as many, in my opinion.
Probably.
Yeah.
And what people don't realize, like when you're playing this game, you need to also use cards that you're comfortable with. Like, yeah, he could go out there and get a better card, but if he's used to this card, he's been having success with this card. Why would he throw something else out there when what he's doing is working?
Yeah, until you stop me from being good with this card, then why would I switch?
Yeah. Also, Ty's opinion of what is a good card is usually different to everyone else's. I mean, there's some similarities, but if you actually look at the cards that he really likes, most other people wouldn't choose to use them.
And that's what like
materialists are hilarious.
Yeah, right. But I feel like no money spent because it's all throughout the whole year. I've had more fun playing on whatever no money spent account I was at the time compared to my main account because I'd find random cards that I just enjoyed using.
Yeah,
I'm talking about online too, like not even just offline. I go in Showdown, like the most recent one was Dark Matter Reggie Theus. I was taking them online doing just fine. During the glitched event, for some reason, Pink Diamond Sasha Vujacic was just a bucket. You don't get that when you're spending money on the game.
It was Manu for me. I pulled him out of the 10 box, the free 10 box, and Manu came out and he literally ran my offense for like 2 months.
Yeah, it's like, why am I having more fun using Reggie Theus than I am having Invincible Bob Pettit on my main account? Like
that Galaxy Opal Chris Paul that came out. What was it? Gems of the Game? I think is what it called. No, Hidden Gems. I love that card, dude. I still think that's my favorite point guard all year long. It's Chris Paul.
Yeah, I ran Diamond Chris Paul at the beginning of the year. He was tough.
Diamond Chris Paul like he was Russell Westbrook. I swear to God.
Diamond Chris Paul, I put a fucking coach on him. I was dunking all over Josh.
Prime Russell Westbrook with that card.
And that's how you know how long it's been since me and Josh played. We played the other day. He's like, "Where the fuck is Red and Dunk, man? You motherfuckers 300. What the hell's going on over here?"
I was mad.
Can I
go ahead.
If this is the last video I'm going to speak on this year, can I just make a request directly to 2K? You guys let me know what you think. I'm just going to make one request directly to 2K. Please, like, we all agree, right? The game is completely soulless right now, right? Like, completely.
Yeah.
You have one chance to turn it around to get any level of hype between now and the end of the year. There's only one thing you can do between now and the 26 that any person in this community outside of someone spending a crazy amount of money or Carlo will give a fuck about, right? One thing. And that is fan favorites too. If you don't drop it, it's just the simplest win for you guys to take. Drop all the hyped up cards this year, modern versions of them, budget cards, salary cap cards. Let's get Childress, let's get Pat Burke, Dark Matters, let's get a Caspi 100 overall, let's get a Diop, Dark Matter, like Ryan Hollins, like all the budget cards this year that people have gassed and the salary cap demons. Please, for the love of God, just take someone at 2K take 5 minutes to put these cards together. Just drop any PNG on any background. We don't give a fuck what it looks like. Just drop the cards, please, and we will have some level of excitement between now and the year. Otherwise, cooked.
This might be asking too much, but you said Dark Matter this, 100 overall that. Why not just make them all 100 overalls? They are
for sure. Pack filler.
Or even Invincibles. Like, they're all, obviously don't give us the cards like the fan favorites that cost a lot. Like, obviously we're not gonna get a Zach Edey, even though he had an Emerald card that was a beast. We're gonna get the cards that have been budget cards all year. Why not just make them Invincibles 100 overalls? Sure,
yeah.
And make the odds.
We could get like the next packs used to be, right? We get all the cards at like the highest tier in one drop at this point in the year usually, but obviously they're not going to be GOAT cards. But yeah, 100 overall should be the minimum by now. Surely.
Even I knew GOAT cards wasn't going to happen. Let me set the bar at Invincibles. Maybe we'll get Invincibles.
Imagine they did it, bro. Imagine we just got an Invincible drop with like Pat Burke, Childress, Caspi, Cedric Maxwell. Like, man, I'd make a video. I'd probably bring a podcast back for another episode.
Or even just pick like 2 cards from every season. Like
put Ostertag in it for the memes. Just do it.
But make Ostertag a gold.
He's got a change of heart.
Oh no, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. It's still in the dog.
Give him another gold. If they're gonna do him a gold, they got to do what they did with the Ty Lue gold earlier.
Love that card. Love that card.
Do you guys see anything else they can do between now and the end of the year that would bring any level of excitement?
Not really.
You talking about for this game?
Yeah.
No.
Because we all.
Would you be excited by that?
Actually, see them doing.
I would be excited about that. But I think at this point, because how many we got? What, 2 weeks left in this season?
Yeah.
We all know what to expect in next season. Honestly, all they could do is disappoint. 100%. If we're being real, because next season we're expecting the GOAT packs that might be VC only, but they're going to be high odds. GOAT prices are going to drop. Invincible packs might be VC, might be MT. All the prices are going to drop. The level 40 is probably going to be a bunch of packs. They can definitely disappoint, but I don't think there's much they can do to impress at this point.
They are going to gas the shit out of these endgame packs, aren't they? They're going to be like 100 KMT for like a GOAT pack.
I promise you they're going to bring some type of pack out. They're going to bring all the events back and bring a pack out.
Yeah.
That has the pieces in it. I promise you they will.
I can also see them doing something troll, like at the end of the season combining all the pieces or something, or doing exchange to exchange whatever. Because going into the last season, nobody really cares. But like how they do with Ralph Sampson, where like at the end of the event, they gave us almost enough pieces to get them.
I don't think they're going to do it. I think they've made it really clear they're not going to do this already to me. I think they're going to drop GOAT packs where you have a 10% chance at a GOAT player. They're going to be 100k each. It's going to be something rubbish. It's going to be terrible. They're still printing money today. They've never done that in any other game at this point in the year.
It's weird. They'll do something that like looks so good, and then it's just like like the pack with the Invincible Mello, 100 overall Shea, Devin Booker, great locker code. Then just didn't take the momentum. What else was there before that? Like the first event, like the week 1 of this was done perfectly. The highest one was 30 pieces, which most people don't want to grind 30 pieces. Let's be real. But 20 pieces, if you really want to lock in for one event, you could do 20 pieces.
They give you 5, so
they give you 5. And I got Brandon Roy. At first, I was a little mad I didn't get Beasley, but Brandon Roy is a fucking bucket. Like, I do not miss with Brandon Roy.
Yeah.
I do not miss with Brandon Roy. And I think if they would have kept it like that, like peaked at 30, then people would look at this event a lot differently.
You know something funny that I saw? It made me laugh. I hopped on there the other day to film a video. It's the only time I get on that shit game. And I looked through the pack market, and I saw there were guaranteed GOATs in this Friday's drop. but they're unsellable unless you get the 50% invincible or GOAT. But if you buy the guaranteed GOAT box, it's unsellable as a topper.
And it was sellable on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how you were talking about Jazz, how Evan like kind of breaks kayfabe on these podcasts. Like he switches from being like, so super professional to being who he is. I think it's funny that ISO is like the opposite. In his videos, he will tell you how much he hates this game. So I wanted to be like, why is ISO on the podcast talking about how shitty the game is? No, he does it on the podcast, in his streams, on his videos. There's no question about where he lies. Like,
ISO, you got to do one podcast in like the old man voice, just one whole podcast. That shit cracks me up.
Look, I was going to, but I didn't. I think I tweeted this. It blew my old phone up, like literally. Like the port exploded.
Is that what did it? Because I remember you told us the phone blew up. That's what did it.
Yeah, there was a black spot on my disk. Like it exploded.
What do you mean?
My phone fucking.
Because of the old man voice?
Because it was like a device, a voice changer.
Like a different one.
That's why I haven't made another video doing a voice change.
That shit was so funny.
I want to, but
that old man one was funny as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I might just risk it for the biscuit and redo it. You never know. We'll see.
It's just a phone.
It's fun.
All right, for everybody, is any topics we didn't talk about? Anything I missed?
I just got one. ISO, you gonna play Josh? He's called you out like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually think you were the first one he called out. Because I remember it was like a few weeks ago where he was like, who's the best out of them?
Oh, shit.
Everyone said ISO and he said, I'd beat him by 30, I think.
But he really got washed by the B team, so I don't think ISO
I don't
really
like
has to
that
entertain.
you just called me the B team. Hold on.
First of all,
why do I even need to play him?
Okay,
See,
hold on. First of all,
you're holding it down, bro.
I called us the B team. First of all,
I don't care what you
secondly,
call you.
Let's not act like ISO hasn't gone belt to ass against you. Like, let's not act like you know.
Hey, that was the old me.
Like, look, like me and you. I'll admit that you're better than me, but I'm not gonna say I'm your B team. ISO took the belt to you. you are B team.
I'll play him.
I'm sorry.
Not right now, but I will play him to show you that I am not no B team.
So the reason to play him is if you beat him, then he's officially got a losing record.
Really?
Yeah. It's important. You need to do your service for the community.
Job done.
I'll have to see.
Hey, shit, my fault,
coming up this week.
Ant wasn't locked in.
I'll be honest, man. Ant asked me this the other day. I popped in the Ant stream, like, why don't I do like the wagers and stuff right now? I genuinely, because I don't get on the game. Like, I log maybe 3-4 hours a week, if that. And then the rest, I'm working out for fire department, studying for fire, because I have an exam this week. I just don't have time for 2K.
Listen, man, just take half an hour for the community, right? This is for us. This isn't for you. Take half an hour for the community. Play Killer Josh. Beat him by 40, because you probably will.
Okay.
Use the old man voice changer for the whole Discord. I think it'll be jokes. And make sure this guy ends the year with. I think just someone's got to do it.
I don't know if he's gonna accept any more wagers.
Who, Josh? He will, yeah.
No, I don't know. He seemed pretty like tapped out at the end.
he was broken after the game had done one.
I'm gonna have to go watch him. I haven't
like
seen him
so. This is no shade, but like besides Ant, who did he beat that like so Ludes, Josh was the favorite.
You can't finish this sentence without being disrespectful. But
no. So with Ludes, Josh was the favorite, right?
Yeah.
With Tim, this is like not saying Tim is a park player. He does not play fives. So I think Josh was the favorite against Tim, right? Yeah. Against me, I would say Josh should have beat me. Josh should have been the favorite because I only really play park. Yeah. So,
he'd also been labbing for like a week.
Who did Josh beat that he wasn't supposed to beat? That's what I'm getting at.
Just Ant.
Just Ant.
Yeah, and I had good money on that. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
I think Ant he beat when I didn't think he would. I thought Josh Josh 1 would beat him. To be honest, I'd seen him play the game. I thought it'd be close. It pretty much went how I thought it would. I thought
you actually thought it would go that way? I thought for sure that he was the favorite, 100% in our
Nah. I think that went exactly how I thought it would. It could have gone either way, and it nearly did. But bear in mind, it was one shot away from going the other way. I thought he'd beat Game Dad.
For me, I knew if I was gonna beat him, it was gonna be the way it happened. Because like I just tend to get that like, but the first game I legitimately beat him. The first game there was not much bullshit on either side, and I would say that's why when somebody asked him who's gonna win out of me and you, Josh. Somebody asked him.
Tim.
He said Gaming Dad in 1, Josh in the best of 3 because I play a play style where the first game I might catch you off guard enough to beat you, but it's not very hard to stop. So, and that's exactly what happened in both of our series. In our series, I got you game 1 and you ended up winning the series. In Josh's series, I got him game 1. Like the game 1 I won legitimately. Game 2 he got me, and in game 3 I won from 2K bullshit. He should have won game 3.
When Josh is rattled, it's over. Like it's just over for him. Like both of you rattled him, and it was done. You won that game off the court.
I knew once I hit that game winner, there was like no chance that I could lose unless
he went from
I really
100%,
wasn't locked in.
Yeah, he went from 100% morale to 0.
I was like, that game winner, especially because I tried to rhythm shoot it, it didn't give me my rhythm, and I still greened it. I was like, I wasn't supposed to win this game. I'm gonna win the series now.
God's plan started playing.
Yeah, for real.
All right, what was I gonna say? The only thing we have left is the questions.
I have a question. Did y'all see what they were advertising in that picture of 2K that they posted? They tweeted. It looked like a dorm room with a bookcase. Yeah.
I seen that.
The fucking
Super packs in the promo picture is crazy work.
What a piece of shit.
That's
what
like
are we doing?
That's like the same as adding the packs in the little entryway to the triple threat. It's just like they just want to put it in your mind.
They couldn't even wait for the in-game pop-up.
It was a good laugh. I'm not gonna lie. That made my day when I saw that. Somebody tagged me and it made my day.
Without that,
I'd like to see the numbers behind if that shit actually works, because I've never seen someone have the pop-up and be like, oh yeah, I forgot to buy the season pass.
Did you guys see Henry the other day accidentally bought a Hoth box? Did anyone see this?
No.
That's how invasive these pop-ups are.
They are.
He literally had VC, just clicked X a couple of times too quickly and bought a Hoth box.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
I hate they do it with the Pro Pass and the Hoth pass when I've already bought it.
Yeah.
Like
it's like
you
got my money already. Can you take this shit off?
Have you seen how many mobile
just
has?
Learn more.
Mobile has like 5 back to back to back. You hit
X,
you hit
bro.
X, you hit X, X, like bro, what the
and
fuck?
then you click do not show again, and they still do.
Yeah, they changed it 5 minutes later though. It's a new one. Did you ever see one?
I'm telling you, this game is malware, dude. It's a virus. It genuinely
It might be the best I've heard it described. It's just a Trojan.
Yes, it is. It's like
It feels like I'm on 1, 2, 3 movies and shit.
That's a throwback, jeez.
All right. So question 1 comes from Neek Music. He says, as far as gameplay goes, what SIGs do you guys want to see taken out of the game or brought back? For example, I hope they bring back the go-to shots, but give them the more cards, because this year most of the cards didn't even have a go-to shot.
Exactly. Why am I exactly 100%? I don't care what animations. See, I feel like this is a question that I've been wanting to answer because I like these animations. Just make them all somewhat usable. Why can we really only get jiggy with De'Aaron Fox or Darius Garland? You know what I mean? Like, why is everything else ass? And I get that also that helps them sell cards. Why is everything ass? It makes no sense. I don't like it. The same with them
Balance.
spamming the Oscar Robertson upper. Everything. Oh my goodness.
I feel like they get stuck, man. Like, you know, Oscar was amazing
They
in
do.
what, 23?
Yes, they're still stuck on 23.
They still think it's as good as it was then.
That's
It's
like
not.
how they.
Yeah.
That's kind of how they always do though. Like there was like 1 year, what was it, 19, when Rudy Gay was really good, and then they
Yeah.
still like for following years, even as far as like last year, we were still getting Rudy Gay jumpers.
It just shows you how like out of touch they are. They really just don't play or pay attention to their own game at all. They don't care.
Yeah.
There's
For
no-
me, like, gameplay wise, it's just the shooting is just a mess, right? Like, if you're gonna do any, you just got to like the green numbers thing we already spoke about, but also like Wemby having an uncontestable jumper is just obnoxious. Like, just please put some effort into the gameplay. That's all I ask. Just put some effort in. Like something that's obviously brain dead, just get rid of it. Like I don't even think it needs to be over analyzed. Like it's so the game plays so poorly. Just so poorly. It's so RNG. Also, get rid of the cap shooting percentages. You know, Splash says it as you run out of greens in a game.
100%.
That you just can't green anymore. Like, just make the game skill based, please. Just please.
Yep.
This is just garbage. It's so bad. It is the most unenjoyable gameplay experience I've had. Like, just it is.
I agree.
It's bad.
I agree.
One thing I didn't even know about that I've been watching a lot of Eban's videos lately. He's like, if you know your jump shots and you ever miss one, just know you can put up pretty much any shot with that player now, and you're gonna make the next one just because of the RNG.
Yeah.
As long as you
50-50.
know that jump shot, I'm like, are you serious? And then he would take some ridiculous. He'd miss a shot with Yao, and then he'd take a ridiculous ass shot right after. He's like, just know 2K's letting me make this no matter what.
Yeah. And
I'm
it
like,
throws
what
you
the
off as well. Like you'll get a very like a slightly early when it's not slightly early, it's actually green, but the shooting cap's percentage. And then you'll be adjusting. You're like, oh, I must have been early, so I'll try and shoot it later. When you hit the green window anyway, it's just so confusing. Just make it skill based. Let me get in a rhythm. Let me green my shots. Let me lock
That's
in
why
muscle memory.
I let muscle memory take over. I don't even look at that shit. If I miss, I miss. I don't want to know why I missed. And you got anything?
No, I think you guys covered everything. I think the shooting was the biggest thing. I'm not the biggest like SIG. I said for the longest, I think we should go back to true player SIGs. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause what we got now, it's just we're so locked into Darius Garland. We're so locked into, I mean, Pro 2. Don't change Pro 2. Like Melo got Steph Curry leaner, bro. That shit is dog shit. There's no reason he should have a Steph Curry leaner. But I think as far as the shooting, man, that shit is so. You could shoot the same jump shot 10 times, and you're gonna shoot a different percentage for each of those segments that you're shooting. It doesn't make any sense, bro.
Yep.
So that's the biggest thing for me.
True green windows, baby. We need them back.
Yeah.
All green
me,
windows, true green windows.
Mine isn't necessarily a SIG, but they need to bring back like variations of layups actually being good. When I say that, I mean like spin layups, Euro steps, stuff like that. I know why they don't, because if you make it good, it's going to be OP. Like 2K23, I used to do the spin layup. You know, when you run
broken.
and you double tap square, it was cheating. But at the same time, it'd be nice if they could find a way where like a well-timed Euro step is effective, as opposed to now, there's no reason to do a Euro step, because if you run it, you just pump fake, it's gonna give you the same effect. The only benefit of a Euro is to try and like have the mistime the jump. But really, in this year's game, you could just run to the rim and then pump fake. This doesn't give you the same
layups
exact
this
effect.
year were better than they have been in a long time. It's just now everybody's cards are 7'3" and up, that nobody can even go up with a layup. But like for the longest, especially because people had it on real player percentage, layups were OP in my opinion.
Well, but I mean, like not layups. Like go into a showdown game and try and do a Euro step.
Skill based layups.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's green or miss on layups next year. You seen that?
Yeah,
I think
That's good.
So it might be the case. Just on
I'm
nerfed. On something you mentioned, like why does the CPU bite on every pump fake? Every pump fake. Why are my players just like any player I feel like I have to control all 5 players, or they're just going to be on a trampoline the whole game. Like,
and it's like at a certain point, it's like you don't want to overdo it with settings, but it's like, do I gotta like? Does there have to be a setting that says only do hands up defense?
Yeah, the AI
Am I the only
defense.
one the settings don't like they switch when you get into a game? Like your saved settings switch.
I've never
So
looked.
every time.
Is that why I lose
Yeah.
all these fucking games? Makes sense. Makes
Every time I
sense.
hop in a game, my
Yeah,
settings
bro,
go
like,
back to default.
Yeah, 90% of the time you got to go back and do your settings yourself.
Yeah.
I've never checked in game, to be fair, but
Yeah,
I
maybe.
ain't got
me
time for
neither.
that shit. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm good. I've loaded
For
up
real.
4 games in like the past 2 months. I've loaded up 4 games of Showdown. I'm good.
It resets
time
every
for
2 weeks. It expires. You got to reset it.
All right, so next, Hibachi says, how many new pro play animations are we predicting for the blog? Over or under 5,000 new ones?
Over. Double it.
How many?
There's
are gonna
like
be
10
usable?
that are
Over,
relevant
under
now.
2?
At this point, pro play is going to be like how they make fun of every year the players get sweatier and sweatier. That's going to be pro play.
How many do you think is gonna be usable? Genuinely.
Less than 20.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
10. Unless
wasted
you're in
money,
a
dude. What do we-
specific
this is
cult
what we
and
do?
shooting place fades. Like,
This is what we do with the money. 2K takes all their time scanning in all these animations to use 2, and then to throw only 2 on every MyTEAM card that exists.
Honestly, it's not good for the game as well because it takes up so much more resource to add all this shit in that no one's gonna use. It's part of the reason we get like lag. It's just the game is so resource heavy. Strip it all back, man. I'm happy with like 100 animations. That's all we need.
The only place where that's good is like Play Now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. If
Is
I
Play
see,
Now enjoyable?
I found out there's actually a community, like a pretty good sized community of Play Now players.
yeah,
like
some people
YouTubers,
buy the game for Play Now.
People on Twitter only
Like,
Play Now.
I asked because, like,
Yeah.
the gameplay seems so bad for us, but we've got 99 everything cards. So I wonder if you're playing Play Now with the rosters that they inserted, if it's still
It's
that.
probably like so perfectly balanced. Like you can't
the
make
real NBA
whites
over there, man.
on low risk with fucking the Kristaps Porzingis the way you can in my team.
or
It's quite a competitive scene as well. I mean, up until like what was it?
Yeah.
20 was the last global championships, right? Where 100k that Ty won, and that was Play Now. So until 250k took over, like wasn't that long ago, and it was the most competitive mode.
They have like a league now, though. I don't know if it's an official 2K league, but for Play Now. And I found this out the other morning because I was up taking a shit and I was trying to put some parlays together for the day. And I saw NBA 2K and I said, hold on, I could bet on 2K? And I really locked in, bro. I put a couple parlays together and I was watching
no.
it play. I swear to God, bro, I'll show you the bet. I'll send
You
it
don't
to the
even
group
know
chat.
who these people are.
I found out, bro. I found out.
He did a deep dive.
I started
Did you
seeing
win?
they got
Game
YouTube
film.
channels, Twitches, all that.
He was watching
Did you win?
film.
I won. Let me see. Hold on. I can...
No, one more thing too. I don't know if I'll be able to be on like the next podcast because I got some really big stuff coming up. But I have a request for 2K2. Can we take these like damn fireworks and shit out of the park? I feel like that causes a big delay. Like, why do we care about people shooting fucking fireworks because they pulled an amethyst? And then it hovers the card for a little bit. I mean, I feel like that causes delay. And then also, dude, the seagulls in the wind shit kill my videos.
That was what I was gonna say. That's my
Bro, can
request.
we get that shit out? Pack it up, bro.
I tried recording gameplay with like game chat in the park to try and get reactions.
It's cruised.
It's terrible because not everybody
Hey.
has fucking Shure SM7Bs plugged into their PlayStation.
Gotcha. Go on OBS, add the filter to your gameplay, noise suppression. It's gone.
I was
You
gonna
can
say
still
'cause that
hear
was
it.
bad. Like it was bad.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't hear it in my videos anymore. I took that shit out. I couldn't do it. Sadly, I still got to listen to this shit. But y'all don't. That's cool.
Cause it's like obnoxiously loud. And why is there not a setting in game to at least turn it down?
Dude, I broke my Elite controller because of the fucking goat cards. How loud they
Nice.
are. Dude, the audio in this game is so fucked up. Just the simple things that need to be fixed in this game.
Because that's another. They want to make sure you know when somebody's getting a good pull.
My game's
you
been
can go
muted
full.
since 20.
You can't
I've
mute
not
the
heard
go
it.
cards.
I mean, I literally don't have any way to hear it because I don't have headphones plugged in.
I got you.
My headphones are on I just
Smart
physically
man.
can't hear it. Yeah.
Smart
I've been
man.
playing in dead silence for years.
See, my whole content is talking shit, so I gotta listen to it. Sadly,
Yeah.
it's awful. Absolutely awful.
All right,
So did you hit Ant?
All right, so I'm about to put y'all on game, right? All right, so there's this dude named JD. He plays for the Boston Celtics. Good money, all right? He elite. This dude EXO, he played for the Lakers. Stay away from him. He cost me a little bread. All right, Memphis Grizzlies, this dude named Spectre. He chicken. He elite. All right, you may think Memphis don't got a lot of good players, but he was hooping with them. He went against this dude Scorch, who was using the Bucks. He was all right too, though. It was a good game, right? Let me put y'all on.
It's like those
What else we
DraftKings
got?
segments on podcasts.
This is nuts.
So is that what 2K League needs? Do we need to be able to put like? Cause
You could bet on it.
Cause if I put,
could bet.
oh, can you?
You could, yeah.
Cause I would
Isn't that why
100%.
Flash got kicked out the league though?
Let me gamble
No
my
comment.
VC.
Well, they were betting within the league, which is frowned
Yeah, it
upon
makes
in any
sense, like,
league.
if
Hey,
you-
they do
yeah,
that in the
yeah,
league
yeah.
now. Ask the league Beasley.
That's why he banned from the NBA for life.
He's not banned yet.
Nah, they banned
Because
him.
weren't they? But I thought
Malik
they were
Beasley?
making.
Yeah, he's cooked.
I thought they were making bets like within the league though, like against each other. No.
Shit.
Someone
if,
has to lose then.
Crazy.
That doesn't make
if
any
I'm
sense.
betting
I'm
on
not
myself,
gonna
No,
say
but
I
what I'm
should
saying is
allow.
I didn't know there was like an actual like I could go to a website. Excuse me. Like
Yeah.
I could go to a website and like bet on the 2K League. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah. You
I
can
might
bet
have
on a
watched
lot
that
of
shit
dumb
for
shit.
real. If I
Yeah.
would have knew I could have put parlays on it. 2K should have
Call
been
the number.
advertising that. I
Call
think
the
their
number,
numbers
my
would have
boy.
went up. Like if 2K
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, 2K League
Yeah.
game starting right now. Be sure to get your parlay in out this website. Game kicks off in 10 minutes." I think their numbers would have went up a lot.
They
There's
What if
a
they
whole
would've got
website
me?
dedicated to it.
If they would have did like a pop up.
eSportBet.com lists every website you could get, like every major mainstream gambling website you could bet on the 2K.
Like if that was the
You know,
2K
parlays on
pop up,
Players Lounge?
if that was a 2K pop up, they would have got me.
I'm telling you, let me gamble my VC, bro. I'll be there.
telling y'all,
I'll
bro,
bet
we
all
can
my
make some
VC.
big money.
Yeah. Yeah. Big
I'm
pack
good.
opening.
But all right, y'all, we gotta wrap it up. I gotta get out of here. Jazz, I appreciate you coming by.
Yes, sir.
Good
WJ,
conversation,
appreciate you,
as
Birdie.
always.
Yeah.
Yeah. super
Anybody
fun.
else got any closing statements?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
say
y'all
play
trying to
Josh.
tap in?
I still play. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll have to be sometime after this week. I'll have to find a day.
What's
He's
his
ass,
don't
spread?
do
bro.
it.
You good.
What's his spread for the gifted?
If he doesn't play, I'm going to instigate the fuck out of it. By the way, so be ready for. I'll give you 10. Yeah. Why am I paying for this guy to get bopped? This is crazy.
Because
That's the power of friendship right
if
there.
if you beat him by,
don't even like him.
10, you get some gifted memberships. So
That's a W. That's a W.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, I appreciate you guys, man.
all right,
All right, W Pod.
all right, y'all. As always, y'all be safe. Peace.